Welcome to Bin's Computer. If you want to see that how many days the user has lived till date, then we can go for formula today minus the date entered by the user. The calculation is always done on the basis of the numbers, the particular date which is entered into the Excel cell is nothing but the numbers. So if we want to see that what type of information is entered by the user, that can be checked by the formatting cell. We can format the cell with the help of cell format. We will change this date to number, then we can to know that the date is stored in the form of numbers in Excel cells. See, this is the date of birth and this is the difference of the today's date and the number. We can convert this to date again. So this is the number of days the user has lived. Now user has to input the sex as a value. So this is your text message. Now we are only going to input as male or female, either male or female. If I press M, it is going to give me an error message. So we have to do the validation, which is another type of validation, that is list validation, that we are going to supply the parameters. From the parameters only user has to select, which is technically known as source, from which source user is going to input. If I increase the source as M or F, user can also input male, female, M or F. So in this way we can modify the source of a validation. But for the data accuracy, we should only follow male, female or MF. For the timing, we are only going to use male, female. The same way, we can go for the input message, title and input message, error alert, title and error message. Now user has to input the current location. If you see, we are having a list of current location, which is nothing but data validation of list. But here we are passing the source as an range, that is K2 to K10. If I want to modify this source, I can go and insert a cell and I can add a new location, that is Navi Mumbai. Now I will find that the Navi Mumbai is added. If I insert a new location, that is Bhopal, then I will not be able to get this list, because my data validation source says that it is only up to K2 to K11, that is K2 to K11, that is Delhi NCR. Bhopal is not added into this. So to bring this, we have to increase the source. So once we change the source, we will be able to get the detail into our list. Before moving, I want to add one more thing, that the list what we are having is not in the sorted order, because sometimes what happen, the user has to select the first 4 towns as a major towns. So we have to create list like that only. But in case I want the data to be in the sorted order, then I can sort the data based on the location, and if I check the list, I will get the sorted order list. So in this way we can change the range of a source of a list validation. We can add a new entity, new element into the list, or we can change the range of the validation. Secondly, the same way we have selected the department, which is again a list of departments. If you see here, we are having the source as M2 to M10, M2 to M10, the input message and the error alert. Here we are having current CTC. In this, we are saying that the user must enter the whole number, which is in between 1 to 100, which is in lakh per annum. When we work with numbers, we always use less than, greater than, less than equal to, greater than equal to, between, or equal to. This type of data can be used when we are having a range, but when we are having a fixed value, then we say equal to only. So as per requirement, we can change the value. Suppose here we are saying that which is my current CTC and I am expecting 7. If I write 7.5, it is going to give me the error. Why? Because we have only mentioned as the whole number. If we want to go for decimal values, we can go for the decimal values also. Generally we say that it should be in rounded off. Suppose we say that the application date is nothing but the date after today's date or equal to today's date. Then we can go for the data validation and we can say that the data type should be date and it should be greater than or equal to date, and the formula is today's. So in this way we can go for the date data type. Today's date is 17th May 2012. So application date is 25/12. It is accepted by the system, but if I write 16/5/12, it is going to give me the error because 16 is less than today's date. So in this way we can go for the data validation.